Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 17 with the Butcher Man on GoldCrest Valley. As you can see, we are right where we left off. I hadn't even unfolded this yet, but just go ahead and continue to combine. I don't know how everybody will feel about that, but it's work that needs to be done, and I know some people do like to see, a lot of it. So, and I haven't really had a lot of time to be doing it the last couple of days, so yeah. I am like a few days ahead, so just so you guys know, if you do comment, there is a few days ahead as far as my recordings go. But overall, things are going well. The channel is progressing nicely. I've gotten a few subscribers. The channel's growing. I ought to start listing them again, but I can't ever remember to write them down. I really can't. So if you're a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. We appreciate all the support on this channel. I appreciate all the support on this channel. I know a lot of other guys do too. A lot of the regular people, like some of the people that used to hang on my live streams and stuff, they support the channel quite a bit, and they talk about it all the time. But yeah, we're gonna do this combine, and then we're gonna recycle this field. I like to call it recycle just because that's pretty much what it is. You're basically harvesting what's on it, and then you're resetting the field to a new crop. And since this is sunflowers, I didn't really want to go soybeans because we just did soybeans up on 7, I think. So what we might do a root crop. I know I talked about it last time, I think, about doing a root crop, and I said that we weren't going to, but we might end up doing it anyway, just because I'm pretty sure this field hasn't been root cropped in a while. So it would be nice to be able to build up a little bit of like sugar beets, a little bit of potatoes. I know we just planted sugar beets on that field up there, so we'd do potatoes on this probably. Not really sure. There'd be a lot of potatoes though. A lot of potatoes. And a lot of work as well. But we'll see. We still don't have our potato harvesting equipment, but we'll get it. We haven't needed it as of yet, but we'll save up a little bit of money in the next couple of days, and we'll get it. That way we can harvest the field up by the farm. Alright, we got our first 8,000 liters off that field. Filled the combine, brought it over and dumped it in the trailer. Just taking it up here so we can just dump it in our silo for now. That way we can take it in mass. I can't forget that there's a great demand for sunflowers. I know for a fact if I don't think about it, if I don't keep reminding myself, I'm gonna forget. And then we'll just, somebody will be yelling at me about the time it ends. They'll be like, why didn't you sell your sunflowers? I don't know. I kind of space out sometimes. Right now I'm having a little bit of trouble. I got busted in the lip the other day doing some stuff. My lip is a little sore at the moment, but I'm struggling through it. Still got to do the commentary. Still got to let you guys know what's going on. But not a whole lot has changed on the channel since the last time I did a video. For me, it's been a couple of days. For you guys seeing this, it'll have been like one day. So for you guys, it won't have changed at all. So yeah, I mean, I don't. It's hard to say what it's hard sometimes to know what to say because of the fact that, for you guys it's like one day watching the next episode. For me, sometimes it's 2 or 3 days recording the next episode. So it changes from time to time. I will let you know that I did get a joystick. I got an Extreme 3D Pro by Logitech, and so far it's working. I haven't actually used it too much. I did test it. I did all the settings and all that stuff, then I tested it. Got it set up properly, I think. So we'll be using that from now on with any kind of loader operations or anything like that. You have to bear with me when we get new equipment. Hopefully I'll remember to test it out beforehand, but you never know. Some of these things change. As far as I know right now, it works with the loader tractor. That's about all I've tested so far is the loader tractor to make sure it's working properly. It goes up and down, tilts the forks or whatever, and then so as far as that goes, we're good. Missed one. Can't miss one. always hate seeing those like little dots of fertilization in the field, because you miss like one sunflower or whatever. Oops, wrong button. There we go. I was trying to lift up the header and I didn't have the header selected. But yeah, we'll be using the joystick. I was kind of iffy about getting one, but really I think it'll help us out in the long run as far as doing stuff like that. I did happen to have space on my desk for it, so that's always good. A little bit of space. I didn't have a lot. My desk isn't really that big. It's not as big as I would like it to be, but eventually I'll probably have a bigger desk and a bigger screen and a new computer, and you know, all these things are futuristic. You know, you got to work toward them. You got to strive toward them. You got to have a goal all the time. Yeah, that's what I tell people a lot. You always got to have a goal. You got to know where you're going. You know, like if you're leaving your house to go somewhere, it's like you always got to have a plan as to, you know, where you're going. Otherwise, you get lost, or you'll get out there wandering around. It's the same in life. You know, it's the same as when you're wanting to get stuff done. When you're wanting to buy things, you know, you got to have that goal in mind. And as far as the goal of accomplishing the harvesting of this field, we're pretty much done. Just this little bit left. One more pass and we'll be good. Let me go dump this in the trailer and take it up to the farm. I do believe we are going to need to plow this field, because I did just buy it and I don't think it's been plowed. I know I haven't done it. Yeah, it needs to be plowed. We've got to remember that. We'll have to, I think I talked about expanding it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to. I might just leave it the way it is. It's actually pretty good shape. Pretty good size for the way, for what it is. Especially if we decide to put potatoes in it. I mean, that's humongous. This would be a really big potato field. Let's see. What would be our next crop if we were skipping a little bit? Sunflowers. I don't want to do soybeans. Corn. I guess corn would be next, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's do corn instead. That probably sounds better. But we won't get to that for a little bit, just for the simple fact that we got to deal with the plowing. We got to do. What I'll probably do is spread some fertilizer pellets on it first, and then plow it. Oh wait, no, we don't want to do that, because I think the corn planter has fertilizer in it. So you don't want to be able to, you don't want to fertilize it and then plant it with the corn, and then it'll be fertilized twice. So we'll try to avoid that aspect. Got our Massey Ferguson out, putting the front weight on it. Now we can go over here and hook up to the plow. We don't want any weight distribution issues. And I probably need to check on a fertilizer too. I don't know whereabouts we're at on some of these things. Let's just take a look here. Fertilizer on the fields we own. Field 7 we just planted, so that's why it's stage 1. Field 18 and 14 are stage 2. Field 19 is stage 1. Did we just plant 19? Yes. Okay, stage 2, stage 1. Okay, so everything looks right anyway. It looks correct. We'll just kind of leave it as is for now. And this plow down to the field. I feel like my dead zone is messed up. Can I adjust dead zone in here? I don't think I can. No, I can't. I think my dead zone got reset or something. Shouldn't be as far as it is. I'll have to reset it here in a second. Alright, I have begun to plow. Getting the plowing partially done. Did a couple of passes down on that side. Did one pass up that side. I got it pretty well set up, I think. We're gonna do it like this to see how it goes. Just kind of like skip back and forth across the field. Since we got GPS, it should go properly, I would hope. But we'll kind of see, I guess. Did I go the wrong way? I did. We'll flip it over. We'll do a pass, like a couple passes across the end of the field here. Just to make it to where we're not actually going off the field too awful much. I'm trying to keep it fairly straight. Sometimes it's kind of difficult. I now have a, I believe it's 2% dead zone or something like that. I can't remember. I got it set up somehow. Which I think, I'm pretty sure if I remember right, that wasn't even an option when the game first came out. I think it only went down to 4%. So I think they've actually added more. Because I think it was like every 4% or something like that was the dead zone. Now it's like every 2%, it seems like. So I think they've actually added more option as far as your dead zone on your game pads and stuff. So that's real nice. Go. Kind of a pain sometimes getting the plow in the right place. See, it's not actually plowing all the way over there. I don't know. I mean, it's covering right there anyway. But then, of course, there's like places. See, now it's plowing all the way to the line. I don't know what the deal is. Sometimes it's kind of a pain to do GPS. It doesn't seem to always work just right. So it might be. Check this. I bet it's not right. 4.9. No, it's got it set at 4.3. That's probably more like it. Yeah, that actually looks more correct there. Okay, so that was my issue. The fact that the automatic working with wasn't correct. Alright, I clicked over there. I don't know why you're trying to go the other way. It's kind of irritating. Alright, let's go that way. Got about half the field done, and I'm kind of working on this edge here. Just to get it kind of lined out. And this angles on this thing, just, they go a little bit funky. Like as you can see, I'm plowing this direction, but the lines are actually the other way. Like they're straight up and down the field. Which that's fine, it just looks strange. Give us a good sense of what's going on here, I guess. And then we should... What we might do is we might just go ahead and... We might do that a couple of times, and then on the back down, we'll just kind of hit this over here. Yeah, I need to hit this here and get it lined back out with the actual GPS. Since we had to change it a little bit, it's off. So far, it's going well. You know, I haven't pulled up any really big rocks or nothing like that. I haven't broken any plow blades. That's always a plus. The good thing about this, every time you flip it over, like you're actually using the other side. You're actually using different plows, so that's good. You shouldn't have to, even if you break one on one side, you can always just plow up and down the other side, the other direction or whatever. I know we've been doing a lot of plowing lately, but we've been doing a lot of like harvesting, plowing, cultivating, planting, fertilizing, all that stuff. And I got it. You know, we've been doing a lot of that lately. But, you know, I don't know. If you think about it, that's farming. You know, that's just how farming goes. You know, that's the way you have to do it. Alright, we'll manually plow this. That put down, and we'll go back up through here. I want at least a couple of passes or so on this, you know, on this edge over here, just to kind of help us out, keep us out of the grass. We're just about done, almost. We're like super close. As you can see, there's not a whole lot left, but field's looking good though, man. I like the fact that it seems like Giants did add. It seems like they added a lot more like texture almost. They may not have, but you know, this seems like a better map. Like as far as stock maps go, I think this seems like a better map. I've never actually played on Sosnovka. I would like to give it a shot, but it's kind of overblown because of the fact that it actually came out in FS15. So I don't think we'll ever give it a shot on this channel unless I get, you know, requests for it or something like that. I believe overall it's been outdone already. A lot of people have already hit it up and did it over and over and over and that sort of thing. So I think we'll probably just leave it alone. Still waiting for a modded map to come out, and you know, as soon as the first good one comes out, everybody's going to be doing it. So that's kind of like the downside to being a small YouTube channel. Is for the most part we'll get ignored. But we'll still do it because it's fun. It's entertaining. I still got people watching. You know, I still got people. You know, the channel is growing. Eventually, we'll be one of the. Hopefully, eventually, we'll be one of the bigger YouTube channels. And probably not humongous, but you know, enough to get recognized. You know, get recognition. At least a hey, how you doing, or something like that. You know. All right, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. Now come to a peak. Only a few more passes left. I do think the plowing is probably about all we'll do today. Like I said, my lip's kind of hurting just because I messed it up the other day. But it's kind of giving me a little bit of trouble. Hopefully here in a few days it'll be kind of resolved. I think for expediency purposes we're just going to start flipping the plow and going back and forth instead of trying to go up that other side. Might be a little better that way. A little bit faster since it's like the long part of the field, long plow part of the area that's left. There's not very much left. But yeah, our channel's growing. You know, it's getting there. We're getting a little bit bigger. You know, a little bit at a time or whatever. If you guys really like the video, you like my series, like my videos, that channel, all that stuff, go ahead and hit that like button for me. It will help the channel to grow. And if you want to see more and you're new to the channel or something like that, you can subscribe. I might actually start reading off name, doing shout outs again for people that subscribe, just because I think people enjoy it. Yeah, and then if you really enjoy it, and I don't really know how all this goes, but you can always like share the video. I'm not 100% on the whole social media thing. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know well enough to know that you know, the Butcher Man's not really in depth into the whole social media, you know, electronic era, you know, the technology and all that good stuff. I actually still have a flip phone. I don't have a smartphone like most people. You know, I know I'm behind the times, but you know, that's the way I like it. I favor it that much more. I rather enjoy my my privacy. And I actually don't spend that much time on my phone. That's why I don't have a smartphone, because I don't actually spend that much time on it. I suppose if you guys got my channel big enough, I would go get me a smartphone. That way I can actually talk to you guys on a normal, like while I'm out and about and that sort of thing. I'd get updates even when I'm sitting around watching TV instead of being on the computer. But like for right now, the only time I ever see anything you guys like post or comment or like or anything like that is if I'm actually sitting down at my desktop computer. You know, so that's just part of it, I guess. But we're about to get this finished, and then we'll call it a day. Hope you guys like this video. I mean, if there's not a lot of commentary, if the video ends up being short, I don't know how long it's actually going to be. I do apologize, but like I said, my lip is hurting a little bit on the fact that because of the fact that I kind of busted it up a little bit. But here in a couple days, it'll be back to normal. Whoop, wrong button. Hold on now. Get this last little bit plowed out. There we go. Did I fold it up? No, I gotta flip it. This plow's a little particular. It's gotta be on the right side in order for you to flip it. Then you can fold it up. It should be fine. There we go. Alright. Now we should be good as far as the plowing is concerned. We'll go ahead and check it though, just to make sure. And 23 needs plowing. Nothing. We got little spots of fertilizer, but hopefully we'll get all that taken care of. Alright, let's head this back up to the farm and get her parked. Probably got to wash this tractor. I keep washing it, but it's the tractor we use the most, so then I end up like getting it dirty all the time. I might ought to turn my dirt down, but it's on normal. Oh, my calendar appointment's going off. But yeah, the dirt on here is on normal, so that's, you know, the fact that it gets dirty all the time is that's just how it works, I guess. We'll stop and give her a wash though. Wash her plow up. We haven't washed this thing once. This is the first time this thing has been washed. I feel like it might have been dirtier. Like it should have been dirtier than it is. But I'm sure like once the mud gets to a certain point, then it'll just kind of fall off. I like washing this tractor though, because then once you wash it up, it looks amazing. I do this, will wash both of them in the barrel. Oh, there's some mud under there. You see that? That's crazy, man. Alright, that ought to be good enough. Let's go park her up. Alright, I want to put her right next to the wall there. Put her in right there. And I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and park this right between the plow and the cultivator at the same time. And that's going to be it for today, y'all. If you liked it, like button, subscribe button, all that good stuff. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. This is Butcher Man, and good day to y'all.